Welcome. We would like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the many lands on which we meet and pay our respects to their elders, past and present, people who have sung their songs, danced their dances, and shared their stories for thousands of generations. Hello, Kaya from Wajak Noongar Budja in Perth, Western Australia. My name is Cassandra Lake and I'm the Director of Education at Musica Viva Australia.
Hello, I'm Sonia de Freitas, the Education Producer at Musica Viva Australia, and I'm seated on Gadigal lands today. Welcome to our presentation, Reimagining and Reconnecting Hybrid Music Education in 2020 and Beyond. In this presentation, we will reflect on the 2020 pivot to deliver Musica Viva in schools online, discuss learnings and evaluations, as well as opportunities for further program progression as Musica Viva Australia continues to embrace digital platforms and consider the role it plays in delivering music education programs in a COVID-conscious world.
Musica Viva's mission is to enrich communities across Australia by making chamber music accessible to everyone. Pre-COVID, Musica Viva in Schools, MVIS, reached 280,000 primary school students in 900 schools across the country. Musica Viva in Schools performances give students the opportunity to discover live music in their own unique way by delivering the best of Australian performers direct to schools, interactive, dynamic and culturally diverse groups. The program covers a wide variety of musical styles, including cultural music of the Torres Strait, classical repertoire for harp, traditional Japanese taiko drumming, and music created by using water as a percussion instrument. While live performance experiences can provide a powerful and impactful experience, they are most valuable when part of and reinforced by an integrated program of curriculum-linked resources and support for teachers. For this reason, the Musica Viva in Schools performance program includes year-round support to teachers via digital resources on an online platform, including a term's worth of lesson plans, professional development, and online teacher forums. Towards the end of 2019, Musica Viva engaged Social Ventures Australia, who are well known for their work in the not-for-profit and education sector, to undertake a review of the education program. Through consultation with internal and external stakeholders, we jointly coalesced a theory of change, which outlines the issues our program is addressing, our strategic response, and the impact we seek. Particularly notable is the focus on creativity as a key aspect of our desire to increase the impact of our program as articulated in our education vision, which we refined through the review. Our education vision is to enhance children's appreciation of music and boost their creativity. Celebrating 40 years of Musica Viva in schools this year, and as a result of the disruption to program delivery caused by COVID-19, we have mapped an ambitious return to business as usual, aiming to reach pre-COVID numbers again within 2 years. Navigating an ever-changing environment of border closures, cascading lockdowns, restricted access for teacher, artists and musicians on school sites, and even more, Musica Viva Australia has committed to a hybrid program of live and online content, with our musically and culturally diverse ensembles travelling around the country to perform in metropolitan and regional areas where possible, and online to students who we are unable to reach in person. When COVID-19 hit, as a society and an industry, we had to rethink the way we live and how we connect with individuals. Musica Viva adapted the MVIS program to be delivered live online in a highly interactive format that replicated as much as possible the in-person experience for students. The organisation pivoted operations in just 12 weeks to convert 15 MVIS ensemble programs to online delivery by redeploying and upskilling our staff cohort to development and production work. The MVIS online model utilises the skills of Musica Viva personnel in all states and areas of the business and is a dynamic and adaptable digital production format that harnesses the core value of live, interactive performance. Our goals: continue to connect students, teachers and musicians through quality musical experiences. Embrace technology as an opportunity to support educators navigating an ever-changing landscape, and continue to creatively engage and invest in our musicians.
Technology offered a new way of creating, sharing, and experiencing music education and enabled Musica Viva Australia to remain connected with school communities across the country at a time when the vast majority of cultural activity had all but come to a standstill. Building upon the strong foundation that we had in our bespoke Musica Viva in Schools online classroom, we curated student learning journeys in order to address the immediate need of remote learning. This meant that students had direct and easy access to scaffolded multimedia content to use in their daily creative learning at home. We made a number of our music essentials digital resources free to teachers nationwide, responding to the scramble for them to find fresh and engaging digital creative learning content for their students. All resources contain a rich set of hands-on, creative, practical classroom activities, multimedia resources, learning experiences, and assessment plans with links to the Australian curriculum and are accessible online. You can freely access these resources by visiting musicavivainsschools.com.au and log in using the credentials on screen. We hope you enjoy exploring the activities and the functions of the Musica Viva in Schools online classroom.
A significant element of Musica Viva's service delivery sought to support teachers through the provision of a suite of online professional development opportunities. Online professional development has amplified the voices of our musicians and connected them to our students and teachers like never before. Early feedback indicates that offering Teacher PD in this flexible, cost-effective format will improve reach and offer much-needed support as teachers navigate an ever-changing teaching environment. An ongoing feedback and evaluation process involving teachers and musicians ensures a pattern of continual improvement within Musica Viva's digital learning suite. In 2020, Musica Viva supported more than 500 teachers nationally through online PD, including informal teacher support forums, MVIS program webinars, and topics for specialist and generalist teachers. By year-end 2021, we will deliver close to 80 PD events, the majority online, continuing to support an anticipated 1,000 teachers. The only activity that was not impacted by the disruption of 2020 was our existing 12-week online professional development course, Music Education Skills for the Primary Classroom.
As a national organisation, we could leverage the power of our teams and ensembles across Australia in our digital pivot. All 15 of our live performance programs were transformed into interactive and vibrant online experiences in a matter of 12 weeks. We did this by exploring the functionality of software such as Zoom and Vimeo in delivering interactive live online performances, upskilling our musicians to optimize delivery in this new medium, utilizing the unique opportunities that it presented. For example, seeing the instruments being demonstrated up close. We also redeployed our national team into production and technical roles to support online delivery. We set up production hubs in key centres to support our musicians, some of whom were located overseas, to deliver online performances to schools around Australia. Take a look at this clip that demonstrates the interactive and online presentation elements of our Musica Viva in Schools online programs.
I love shapes and stars.
I love shapes and stars. That's lovely. I'm going to write that down.
I love shapes and stars.
Thanks, Ali and Benji. What a great team effort. Could we hear all of 1-2 Galaxy sing that shape together?
Oh, lovely. Okay, now I'd like to ask Krista to play it on her violin now. Listen to Krista. Lovely.
Kindergarten is the best. Kindergarten is the best.
Thank you so much, kindergarten class.
All right.
We're going to now put all of these shapes together and improvise with them. See if you can hear how they go on a bit of a journey and get changed around as we play with them. Here we go.
for some breakfast, Timmy.
Musica Viva undertakes regular evaluation to measure impact and inform program planning. The impact of our move to online delivery was far-reaching and profound for our participants and organisation. Reported impact includes redressed inequality of access to quality music education, increased confidence and skills of teachers to use technology to access music education, continued delivery of creative activities with links to other curriculum areas, for example, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture, science and environment, literacy and numeracy. Increased social wellbeing of teachers, students and musicians, increased creativity of teachers and students, and increased student engagement in learning and participation. Importantly, this work also modelled new ways for our staff to upskill and use technology to deliver programs, and it amplified the voice of our musicians to connect them to our teachers and students.
So what have we learned from our journey over this time, and how will we use those learnings from challenges we faced to take the next steps in our hybrid education program? Let's take a look at some of the enablers to our digital transformation and the challenges we've overcome, comparing how they differ from 2020 to 2021. In 2020, we stepped into the unknown together. All our energies could be focused on transforming our MVIS program by upskilling and redeploying our team. To our advantage, we had some existing digital products that were either enhanced or for which development was accelerated in 2020. While there were many opportunities, there was also a fear of going online. People were asking questions such as, could it be done? Is the software safe? While we were building up our digital infrastructure to support our programs for online delivery and upskilling our staff and musicians to produce and present programs, we had to simultaneously educate the marketplace on how to use the digital tools for our online delivery. The identified need to pivot the program in order to keep connected to our school communities was immediate, resulting in a quick succession of decisions to create the administrative processes to minimize disruption to delivery, whilst working alongside our musicians to adapt their program content and presentation style to on camera. COVID-safe practices were developed according to state regulations acknowledging varying restrictions. For example, an inability to encourage singing, removal of demonstrations on woodwind and brass instruments, and performance programs were also tailored, importantly, to be inclusive for students with diverse access needs. Watch this reel of highlights from MVIS Online in 2020.
Hi everyone, my name is Thea and we are the Water Everywhere Ensemble.
Mark, Christina, Sanchi and Essie, who are performing some wonderful music for us today.
Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the show. We are Makukuhan and we're really happy to be here.
Without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Adam Hall and the Velvet Players. Enjoy the show.
Hi everyone, hope you have some fun hanging out with us. We're going to play a jump song to start with. Jump was a style of music that was very energetic, and it was all about the dancing that used to happen back in the 1940s and 1950s. And here's a song called Jump, Jive and Wail. 1, 2, 1, 2. Baby, it looks like it's gonna hail.
Your teacher has.
Welcome. On toast, Alea.
Beautiful singing.
Pop. Doom. 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 Pop. 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 Doom. Doom. Pop. Pop.
Hi Celine, did you say that sounded a bit creepy?
Yeah.
Tell me, which instrument did you think made the creepiest sound?
The one you're holding.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, well,
That one looks creepy.
yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Celine, thank you so much for mentioning this. This is called the waterphone. And it's one of my favourite instruments. It's very rare. And it's actually interesting that you said it sounds creepy because it's used in the sound effects for films.
Students, we're going to get you involved in this one. We're going to have hands out in front of bodies like this, like we're going, stop! And then we're going to go, all right, and then all night. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Swim, 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 swim. Little mashed potato everywhere. Yeah, I had a party just the other night. Band was really pumping, crew was really tight. The place was heating up, parties, cats is getting down. The sax started humping, the drums started pounding. It was all right, all night. When we started pumping, jumping to the morning light.
In 2021, the new challenges include the continued maintenance of our MVIS online program and the need to find a cost-effective model. Delivering online is human resource intensive. The landscape is dynamic, and we are responsive to snap lockdowns and need to consider online fatigue for staff, musicians, and teachers. As one of few organizations delivering a truly national program, we have to offer flexibility to respond to varying state-based regulations and lived experiences for our teachers and schools, which varies enormously across the country. We are starting to gather intel on the impact of students learning from home, with a very real concern around digital poverty. Students simply don't have access to music or online education without a device or reliable internet in the home environment. On the positive side, we've seen increased digital competency and capacity of our teachers, musicians, and staff through their engagement with MVIS online. Over the course of our digital delivery journey to date, we've been able to capture data to inform our continued commitment to a hybrid model and ongoing improvements to our platform to deliver programs in a technologically advanced world. Continued investment and innovation in our digital delivery resulted in a new and improved series of Musica Viva in Schools online performance programs. These national digital online tours provide access to quality music education for all schools, regardless of size and location, and are an important aspect of Musica Viva's access and inclusion strategy. We were proud to launch our enhanced digital experience this year. Take a look at what the MVIS taiko's online performance has to offer.
The online performance is that opportunity to engage with a live audience, even though we don't see the students. So the students can see us play quite up close and personal, and also hear from the artists when they engage by asking us some questions live to air. Other elements are seeing all the variety of instruments up close and hearing specifically the different sounds of the instruments in the digital setting. We also add in some really important video footage as well, which gives people even more insight into what taikos does, but also a little bit of the tradition as well by sharing a video from a little township in Japan.
So we engage the students by having a chat function where students and teachers can write answers and then we're able to answer these during the show. So this still keeps up the engagement between performers and students, which is a big part of our performance. We also encourage some call and response, even though we might not be able to hear the response. We definitely still encourage the students to participate in that. Plus, our final piece has a really interactive element of dance. And this is where we teach the students some dance movements and they can perform along with us for our final number.
As an organisation, we have embraced digital platforms to keep connected to our community in all areas of our work, and where possible, retained live performance at the heart of this delivery. Numerous masterclasses with our concert artists have been delivered online, with artists in one state and participants in another. And our secondary school chamber music competition Strike a Chord, now in its second year, had entries from 114 ensembles made up of almost 500 participants, including a large number of regional-based students. The competition concert and accompanying teachers' conference were delivered fully online in real time, spanning multiple performance sites and venues. Pre-recorded footage was only played for Strike a Chord ensembles where restrictions prevented them from getting together to perform on the finale concert day. COVID will continue to deeply influence the way we deliver and experience education. Musica Viva aims to be a sector leader in the digital learning space by offering Musica Viva in schools live online, complemented by teacher resource packs, a portfolio of accredited professional development for generalist and specialist teachers, and a suite of student-facing resources. Select online resources are also available for wider public access through the MVIS website, providing the tools to spark creativity in the home environment and begin a child's lifelong journey and hopefully love of music and creativity. We'd love to hear from you to continue this conversation and see how we can work together to deliver impact through a hybrid model of music education in a COVID-conscious world.
For more information about Musica Viva in schools and our 2022 program, please visit musicaviva.com.au/education. Please keep in touch. Thank you.